Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to another review episode. In this episode, I thought I would change up the genre of the show I'm reviewing, so I'm gonna do a review on God Friended Me. And now there's gonna be a spoiler warning in effect, so if you haven't seen the show, you should watch the show. But if you're still watching this, thank you for watching. Miles, portrayed by Brandon Michael Hall, who grew up in a Christian faith family but loses his faith after his mother is killed, gets a Facebook friend suggestion from someone who claims to be God. As Miles accepts the God account, he starts getting friend suggestions. So, Miles tracks down these friend suggestions with the help of Rakesh, portrayed by Suraj Sharma. They find out these people are in crisis and requires help. As Miles helps the friend suggestions with the help of Kara, portrayed by Violet Bean, the second friend suggestion, and Rakesh, Miles and his friend try to identify the person behind the account while Miles gets closer with his estranged father. One of the reasons why I like the show is because of how hopeful the show is. Unlike other shows I watch, this show gives hope to people as Miles and his friends try to fix a problem that the friend suggestions offer. As the show stays true to peace and hopefulness, it is nice to see a show that does not go to the dark side with violence. The other reason why I like the show is to see how all of Miles' friend suggestions are connected in some way. As some friend suggestions are friends with Miles' former friend suggestions, Miles is able to use this to find out what the problem is with his current friend suggestions. As Miles starts becoming friends with all of his friend suggestions, he is able to build a network as they all have jobs that Miles can seek when he needs them. Top 10 episodes. Number 10. Heavy Taco Truck. Season 1, Episode 3. As Miles loses 50% of his podcast listener in one day, Miles becomes desperate to find the identity of the God account. As the new friend suggestion is an ex-cop, now PI, Miles hires him to find the stolen wallet. As Miles tells Ray, portrayed by Brent Saxton, the real reason why he hired him, the reason why the God account friend suggested Ray becomes clear and allows Ray to get closure on the loss of his wife. Number 9. Coney Island Cyclone. Season 1, Episode 10. As Arthur, portrayed by Joe Morton, is ready to hear about the God account, Miles is sent a friend suggestion that could ruin the relationship he had mended with him, as the new friend suggestion happens to be a member of Arthur's church. As Miles convinces Arthur it is best not to ignore the God account, they become closer together as they are able to help the friend suggestion. In the end, they fulfill one of Miles' dreams he had before his mom died. Number 8. The Last Grinnell. Season 2, Episode 8. As Miles and Kara follow the lead that the painting leads them to, they discover that Miles was not the first person to be friended by the God account. As Miles learned, Gideon, portrayed by T.R. Knight's story, Miles discovered that one day he has to choose the life of helping people through the God account or having a normal life with Kara. Number 7. A New Hope. Season 2, Episode 11. As Joy, portrayed by Jessica Liu, find the connection between all the friend suggestions, Joy and Miles work together to help a Holocaust survivor get back something lost during the war. As Joy and Miles try to help the Holocaust survivor, they are able to reunite the survivor with his long-lost sister and her relatives. In the end, Rakesh discovers the man behind the God account might be a close friend of Arthur's, and Miles seeks help from his dad. Number 6. Unfriended. Season 1, Episode 5. As Miles ignores a friend's suggestion, the account decides to delete itself and unfriend Miles. As Rakesh tries to figure out what happens to the God account, Miles tries to take on a friend's suggestion by himself without the help of Kara. As this backlashes, Kara and Rakesh help Miles complete the friend suggestion, which brings back the God account. Number 5. The Mountain. Season 2, Episode 22. The series finale leaves the viewer with a question about the identity of the God account. As the show comes to an end, the show ends off with Ali, portrayed by Javicia Leslie's surgery, and sees what kind of heckle Miles goes through to get to the hospital. As Miles realizes it is time to know the identity of the God account, Miles travels to Mount Annapurna. A child welcomes Miles at the mountain without revealing the God account's identity, making us wonder who it is. Number 4. The Prodigal Son. Season 1, Episode 7. As Miles' new friend suggestion is his uncle, Miles becomes more personally invested in finding out what the problem is with him. With the help of his friends and also his father and sister, they are able to save Terrence, portrayed by Malik Joba, from stealing money from the church and make the biggest mistake of his life. Number 3. From Paris with Love, Season 2, Episode 3. As Miles arrives in Paris and reunites with Kara to find out what the God account has installed for him, Joey and Rakesh take on a friend suggestion without them. Miles and Kara are too late to find the art that was meant for them, but as they search Paris, they are able to acquire the art that was meant for them. Kara finally admits to Miles the reason why she left for Paris. In the end, Kara decides to return to New York with Miles to figure out what the God account has installed for him. Number 2. Scene from an Italian restaurant, Season 1, Episode 16. As Miles and Kara goes on their first date, their day is ruined by another suggestion by the God account. As Miles and Kara goes to the restaurant, it is suggested they discover who the next friend suggestion is, and instead of being on a date, they get sidetracked by trying to figure out what kind of help Sophia, portrayed by Stella Maeve, requires. As Miles and Kara try to help Sophia, they are burdened with the question of why they weren't in sync during the date. By the end of the episode, they are able to put their differences aside and share their first kiss. Here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Pilot, Season 1, Episode 1. As Miles starts getting catfished on Facebook by the username God, Miles tries to ignore all the signs the account sends him. He finally accepts it and teams up with one of the friend suggestions, Kara. As the two discover how their families are connected, they also realizes trusting the God account could be beneficial for both Kara and Miles' career, one as a journalist and one as a podcaster. Even their personal lives as Kara reconnects with her mother, Suzanne, portrayed by Rachel Bay Jones, while Miles reconnects with her father, Arthur Feiner. In conclusion, the show has taught me that although there is darkness in the world, by helping people, they will in turn bring light to your world. As technology improves, a scenario like the God account could be possible as the predictive analytic improves. More people might be saved, which could make the world brighter. Thank you for watching, and please tune up for next week when I do another review episode.